Hey, you're very welcome. In this video we're taking a look at a Tracer 900 GT model that's for sale in the Ballymount store of Megabikes. This particular example I believe is one that we sold brand new. I think it's got one owner on it, but I would have to double check that. It's a pristine example is what I would call it, almost without flaw. I'll walk you around every detail of it in a moment. This is the GT or the Grand Tourer model of the Tracer. This was the more expensive, higher spec version. To give you an idea, a standard Tracer is about 12 and a quarter, whereas one of these brand new is about 14k. The GT model, to point out some of the differences, the big difference that people will notice, of course, is the luggage. This is all genuine Yamaha luggage. It operates on the same key as the ignition. It's fully integrated, clips on and off the bike really easily. A less obvious difference is that the GT model, because it's designed for touring, it has a slightly longer swing arm and it's got a fully adjustable set of suspension on it. The big difference here is that if you have a pillion on the back or a lot of weight in your luggage, you've got a preload adjuster on a little reservoir out here. If you're not familiar with these, that would set the ride height, so as you put a lot of weight on the back, the bike wouldn't be squatting down badly. Other nice notable parts about the GT is that it's got cruise control. Anyone who's used to this will know how useful it really is, all integrated into the handlebar units. It's got factory fitted heated grips, nice thin ones, not like the big chunky aftermarket ones. And again, these are all controlled through the integrated controls. The last thing I think about the GT is that it has a really cool dash. So this type of dash would previously only have been available on R1Ms, MT10 SP models, real special edition stuff, and now it's coming out on the Tracer as well. So nice feature there. Camera might not pick it up perfectly, but I can tell you in person, it's a really cool bit of feature. This particular example has a few accessories fitted by the previous owner. As you can see, it's got a huge screen. Really practical, but if you weren't into it, we could of course put it back to standard. I'd imagine we have a standard screen in the workshop. The previous owner has also wisely fitted a set of Givi engine protection on it. You'll see it on the side. And I think these are aftermarket, these, what would you call them, a wind deflector. And lastly, it's got a radiator guard, which is a nice touch. I don't know if the camera, yeah, it's getting it there. This bike has been fully detailed. We've had all the paintwork polished, all the nooks and crannies of the engine cleaned. It's been protected on the bodywork, and also the engine has also had a full ACF 50 treatment. Running gear on this one, tyres are very good shape, a lot of tread wear. Chain and sprockets, I have to check with our guys, but I think it's a brand new chain and sprocket kit that's on it, or if not, a nearly new chain and sprocket kit. I forgot to point out that the GT also has a Quickshifter for upshifts, not down blippers on one of these. Other notable items about this one are, it's also got a tank lock fitted up here. If I think of it, I'll try and edit in a picture of what that actually allows you to do. And that's about it. Because we're in the middle of COVID and a lot of people are buying bikes remote, I need to point out the good, the bad and the ugly. Pretty much everything on this bike is pristine. The only flaws or marks on it, we have one tiny mark here on the engine bar. I wouldn't personally be bothered to change that out, but you could of course touch that up or change it if you want. Very small mark, you can catch it on the camera there, and matching on that indicator there's a tiny scratch. The bodywork however is perfect. And the panniers on these, not through any damage I wouldn't think, but through a less than careful, I guess, pillion perhaps, might have a few marks just here, but otherwise the boxes are in excellent shape. Let me check this box here. Yeah, it's almost perfect. There's the tiniest blemish here. I don't know if the camera will ever catch that, but otherwise the rest of the bike is minty mint, ready to rock and roll. This bike is going to be in the Ballymount store. The guys are available on 014784200, or if you email sales@megabikes.ie, one of the guys there, Rob, Peter or Kieran, will be happy to talk to you. There is obviously a warranty on this. It'll be fully serviced and before it goes out the door. Finance is available. The guys can bring you through the details of it also. And trade-ins are very much welcome. Thanks for your time, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.